Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India on Thursday clocked an unprecedented single-day spike of 95,735 new COVID cases during the past 24 hours, while 1,172 more people succumbed due to the contagion in the same duration, the Union Health Ministry update said. The escalation has pushed country's overall pandemic tally past 44 lakh mark, with the figure currently standing at 44,65,863. Talking of the fatalities, the toll has now zoomed past 75k mark, with 75,062 lives claimed by the virus till date. The fatality rate currently stands at 1.68%. Active caseload on the country has also increased over 9 lakh, and presently the country's houses 9,19,018 active cases. Cured discharge cases from the novel coronavirus disease since Wednesday were 72,939, taking the total recovery span India to 34,71,782 so far, with the recovery rate now at 77.74%. According to the Indian Council of Medical Research, in the past 24 hours, 11,29,756 samples were tested, taking the total test conducted to 5,29,34,433 till date. Globally, the United States of America remains at the top spot with over 62 lakh case count so far, followed by India at number 2 and then Brazil at third spot. Serum Institute of India on Thursday said it is pausing clinical trials of AstraZeneca Oxford COVID-19 vaccine candidate in the country. Earlier this week, AstraZeneca said it had paused the trials because of an unexplained illness in the participant in the study. However, SII on Wednesday said it was continuing with the trials and had not faced any issues. SII's latest announcement also comes against the backdrop of the Central Drug Regulator DCGI issuing a show cause notice to SII for not informing it about AstraZeneca pausing the clinical trials of the Oxford vaccine candidate in other countries. We are reviewing the situation and pausing India trials till AstraZeneca restart the trials, SII said in a statement. The Pune-based vaccine maker also said it is following instruction of the Drug Controller General of India. It added, in the show cause notice, DCGI Vijay Somani had asked SII as to why the permission granted for conducting phase 2 and 3 clinical trials of the vaccine candidate in the country be not suspended till patient safety is established. India and Russia are in touch for production of COVID-19 vaccine Sputnik V, and clinical trials will be held this month, a senior official of the Russian embassy here said on Thursday. After years of negotiations, India and Japan have inked a landmark agreement that will allow their militaries to access each other's base for logistic support, a key development that comes in a backdrop of growing concerns over China's military muscle flexing in the region. The acquisition and cross-servicing pact was signed by Defense Secretary Ajay Kumar and Japanese Ambassador Suzuki Satoshi, a Defense Ministry spokesperson said on Thursday. The agreement provides for creation of an enabling framework for closer cooperation and interoperability, beside allowing militaries of the two countries to use each other's base and facilities for repair and replenishment of supplies, the official said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe, who held a telephonic conversation earlier in the day, welcomed the signing of the agreement on reciprocal provisions of supply and services between the Indian Armed Forces and the Self-Defense Forces of Japan. The joint entrance examination for the post of Sepoy General duty in the Army will now be held on November 1, an official said on Thursday. The test was earlier scheduled to be held on June 28 but was postponed due to the coronavirus crisis. Giving the information to the media, Colonel N. Satish Kumar, Director, Army Recruiting Office, Hamirpur, said the candidates will be informed about the details of the examination center and time through email. The test will be conducted for the youth of the district of Una, Hamirpur and Bilaspur, he added. The director said the candidates can get detailed information on the phone number 01972 222214 of the Army Recruitment Office in Hamirpur on any working day from 10 am to 12 noon. Colonel Kumar informed that new roll numbers will now be issued to the selected candidates and will be given to them at the examination center itself. However, all candidates must bring their old admit card on the day of examination. They will be given admission in the examination center only on the basis of these admit cards. Market roared back to life on Thursday after 2 days of declines as Reliance Industries rushed higher on reports that the company is offering to sell a substantial stake in its retail arm to Amazon. The 30-share BSE Sensex soared 646.40 points or 1.69% to finish at 38,840.32. The broader NSE Nifty rallied 171.25 points or 1.52% to close at 11,449.25. Market heavyweight Reliance Industries surged to its lifetime high during the session after reports said the company has held discussion with Amazon for the retail arm stake sale. The Mukesh Ambani-led firm is reportedly offering as much as 40% stake in its retail subsidiary to Amazon, which is seeking to expand its presence in the Indian market. On Wednesday, Reliance had announced that US private equity from Silver Lake Partners would buy 1.75% stake in its retail arm for Rs 7,500 crore. RIL stock jumped 8.45% to record high of Rs 2,343.90 on the BSE on Thursday. The company's market valuation rose to Rs 14,66,589.53 crore in late afternoon trade. The stock finally ended 7.10% higher, accounting for most of the Sensex gains. Asian Paint, Axis Bank, Ultratech Cement, Indusland Bank and Bajaj Finance were among the other index gainers, spurting up to 4.25%. On the other hand, Tata Steel, Bharti Airtel, Kotak Bank, Titan and HDFC closed in the red, shedding up to 2.24%. That is all for today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.